Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hey.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. Good to see everybody already in chat. Danny Staten, first one in the door. Welcome.
Hey, Danny. Greetings from South Carolina.
Northwoods, what's up? Hey, Sharon. Sharon, you're in the sea of guys here. What's up?
I know, right?
She's the only woman here. Oh, Mr. Yeah, never mind.
Aw.
Just kidding, buddy. Mark, I know you stepped out, but good to see you, man.
It was very good to see Mark Godwin.
He said he's listening.
It's been a while.
I had questions like, what are these knives he's sharpening?
Good day, Mark.
Hey, Harold. Oklahoma Cryptid Research Team, or Search Team, excuse me. It's not research.
I think I thought it was research as well. I had to look up.
Jim's camera at dawn. What's up, Jim? It's good to see you guys.
I'll keep it simple. Hey, guys. Hi, Sharon.
You know me. I gotta
Oh, I know, and I usually
say
do
what's
too.
up. What's up to everybody? You know.
Once again, I'm not prepared. Trying to bring it up on my phone.
I think if we're gonna nap, we gotta get up at least an hour before.
Yeah, I just woke up, guys. I mean, I kind of didn't sleep hard, but I closed my eyes for a few minutes. And
She was out.
Shh, hush, you.
She wasn't snoring or anything, but she was.
Are you hot?
Not yet. I'm still working on a couple pounds, and that'll be all right.
Silly.
How about
Blazer. Hey, good to see you. And yes, I did.
what's up, Blazer?
Right beside. No,
Yeah. So now when I'm looking at her, I'm looking at her.
Yes, not.
If I'm touching her, there's my hand.
I think the camera seems to be going blurry.
Mine keeps. I don't know. Mine seems to be like flash or something. It's weird.
No blaming the snoring on the dog. I don't snore. I don't think I snore.
I
Shush you.
know I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Maybe I didn't. I think I got everybody. So yeah, everybody that's watching that's not in chat, great to see you here. Or not see you here, but assume you're here. Does that make sense?
Yes, kind of. Only because I know what you're talking about.
Most of you know what the story is here, what we do. I will put the link in chat, and anybody can, hop in the chat, click on the link, and come hang out. You want to talk about something? You got a story to tell? You just want to chill? Click on that link, and come hang out. Let's put that link in now. Because otherwise, you get us babbling back and forth and bantering, and
Blazer, the candle's still going.
Yes, it is. And today I noticed it started going on earlier. Like it was going on around 7:30ish, and then the time changed. After New Year after daylight savings time. It was going on like an hour later, but technically it was still the same time, like 7:30. And now today I noticed it goes on at like 7:30, thereabouts. I looked up 7:30 and it was on. So
Yeah, I think
it's just weird.
I must have slept an hour or almost, because I remember you saying that. That was probably the last thing I remember you saying.
Oh yeah, forgot I said it. Sharon says, I slept for an hour and woke up in time to say hi. Well, hi. Go back to bed. Silly.
Yeah,
Sleep's more important.
it is.
Yeah, here, I don't know. Right in between the curtains, that's the light. Still going, Blazer.
Husband said my ex claimed she didn't snore. The decibel level was near a diesel engine. You don't sound like a diesel engine.
No. I snore. Shut up, you. Yeah, admit it. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you.
Yeah, Danny says New York and New Mexico. New Mexico and California have massive wildfires. Yeah, they've had to evacuate some towns out west in New Mexico.
Excuse me a second.
Blazer says amazing dollar store battery that goes for 7 months.
Well,
I don't even know if they're
Dollar General Light. It was a 3-pack for $5 for Christmas. I'm wondering what the other 2 are doing in the tub.
No, they didn't do it. The other one, it wasn't the other ones. It was just that one.
It was just that one because I had 3 of them set up in the window, and
it goes off at the other night. It was off at like 1:30, but I've seen it on later.
Yeah, I've woken up.
So I don't know when it goes off.
I've gotten up at 4 a.m. for work, and it's been on. So it's very random on what time it goes off. But the fact that it's still on, and here it is 6 months later.
So I do want to say a big thank you to Mr. Joe Pass for doing what he's done for the past couple of years. Having hung out with you, I lost track of how many times you hung out with us here
on the show. Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to that, camp out that y'all did.
I had a good time, appreciate what you've done. Like, as far as, you put a lot of thought and effort and creativity into your productions, and, you really made it enjoyable. So thank you,
Well, I got to thank him for just being a good friend.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
I can text him anytime, and he's always been there. I didn't have the pleasure to meet him face to face, and hopefully one day still, but just him being there, he was there. I want to say through my recovery of my amputation, he kept in touch with me and attempted multiple times to send me a shirt. I have yet to receive. It's lost in the mail somewhere, but yeah, no. I have one of his shirts. You do. I'm pretty sure.
Fluorescent green or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I don't wear it. The color.
But it's sad to see that he's not going to do his videos anymore.
But yeah, man, I wish you the best of luck. Whatever
you keep in touch.
Whatever you do. Yeah, I somewhere. I'm sure I have your contact information, so we'll be in touch. Give my regards to Kenny. And, you ever get bored and you want to hang out, you know where to find us. But, yeah, thanks, Joe. Really. And now also on to someone else who's looking at retirement or said he was going to get out of this is Ralph Rose, Old Bear's Den of Bigfoot. I appreciate, the way you tell your stories, how you tell your stories. You're not reading off something, you memorize them, and then you tell other people's stories. Again, I met you at the same time I met Joe up in Tennessee, and I had a great time hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate it. I always love the way he tells stories. You know how I am about listening to stories. Keep doing what you're doing. I know you shit. Let me mention about ministry. I know you are a minister. But I don't remember if you said he was thinking about doing something that way with YouTube. I think I might be wrong.
I'm not sure.
I don't, or maybe should. I don't know. But Ralph, thank you very much. The number of times you've been here. Good luck, man. Send your wife our love, my love. It was wonderful meeting her as well. And thanks. Sorry guys, I had to throw that out there.
Of course.
Ghost Dragon Z, what's up?
He says, Ryan beat me here, cheater. I'm stealing your Cheetos, Ryan. James Lee, how you doing?
Stealing your Cheetos. You have some napkins because those are messy.
They are.
You can lick your fingers all you want. It ain't gonna come clean.
No. Chiro.
Hey,
How you doing, Jay?
Jane, how are you?
I'm just scrolling back.
Brian says you're too slow, old man. Oh, it's great to see you guys.
Right?
You know, it's funny. For some reason, I was just thinking about why do we do this?
You always think of that.
No, well,
well,
it's
not
like,
always, but there's been many
no. This
times.
is my release, and I don't know about you. I mean,
I've said it.
You know, we all deal with everyday bullshit
All day long.
Yeah, and this is where I kind of cut loose. I mean, I'm I'm not that serious off the air.
No. No, but 5 minutes before the show, not even a minute before the show, I was grumping out.
Still in the bathroom,
I was stressing and
face in the mirror, But
the show starts and I'm surrounded by good people, and it takes you out of makes that negativity.
And I know
of the day
if it's
just
2
kinda go away.
or 200, it was 200 like once.
Close to it a couple times.
It doesn't matter,
No.
because I know I can bullshit to you guys just like if it's.
Speaking of a ray of sunshine, Heidi Pop. How you doing, Heidi?
She just popped in.
She did.
No pun intended.
Dun-dun-dun.
How are you, Heidi? James Lee, what's up, man? So I was gonna say this is my release,
I've said that before,
and
it has been from day one for me. I look forward to the shows, whether I'm in the chat or I said I'd never get on camera. I said it a lot for a long time.
Yeah, but you didn't hesitate when I asked.
Well, by then I was used to it. Kind of. I mean, for the most part. But in the beginning, no.
I
remember I went on Bigfoot Odyssey. I was nervous. And,
I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I do remember that.
Actually, I was on there twice, I think. But now it's a minute in and I'm hanging out with friends and I forget about the camera sometimes.
Well, you should.
A lot of the time.
Cynthia Cox, welcome. Yeah, you should forget about the camera. Jim does, right?
I missed what you said as I was transferring over.
You should forget about the camera, like when you're on the air. Just forget it's there. And
a minute in,
I said you do.
I forget about the camera. I forget that I'm on the show.
I forget about turning on the camera because I don't want to scare everybody with that.
Face for radio.
Face for radio and a voice for the printed word.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before.
Right.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
I was up on the mountain today and videoing Linville Falls, and it was 69 degrees at noon.
Oh, wow.
I drove off the mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain, about a 10-minute drive, it was 85.
Wow.
So just to get an idea of how a little bit of altitude can change temperatures and such.
Yeah, we don't have the privilege of elevation here.
No, that's a speed bump outside.
And they can stand that all you want. Temperature's not going to change.
Not going to change. Might get hotter standing there.
3 inches closer to the sun.
On the concrete.
Somebody in chat was saying that they got snow today.
Blazer just said.
Blazer, it's 39 today here. Mountains covered in snow.
What state is he in?
I forget.
Cynthia said it was 61 all day here on the coast of Oregon. See, I can deal with that.
Well, I know a big part of the country, including the Northeast and probably the Ohio Valley, and there's supposed to be a big heat wave coming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so careful of that. Also, I know right now there's a storm looking at the whole Corpus Christi area, Galveston. Might even be north of Corpus, but Houston. I don't know if anybody's looked at their radar lately, but go look at the Gulf. You'll just go like, holy shit.
Yeah, there's a...
Sorry, I'm a weather nerd.
He
so.
is. But it's good because...
Mr. Haywood.
My job.
What's up, buddy?
My job, I have to know the weather, so it's good that you are.
Well, mine too.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure.
I'm always watching the weather.
More so than mine now. I mean...
It's kind of aggravating with someone when you have somebody out on a boat and you see these storms are about to roll in and there's lightning and they're nowhere to be seen.
They don't want to get the nickname Sparky.
No.
That's the nickname we deemed for our lightning detector in the park system, Sparky.
Oh, there's been some electric chairs named that too.
When Sparky goes off, you gotta listen because.
Hey, feisty kitty. That means there's lightning in the area.
Yeah, Miss Dill.
Hey, Miss Dill.
Hi, Miss Dill. Michael Haywood.
I miss Dill. Oh, hi, Miss Dill.
Right. Hi, Miss Dill.
Sounds the same.
Miss Dilly. Miss Dilly is here. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Right on. It's great to see you guys.
Right.
So where was this? Where is this falls you went to?
Went to Linville Falls. It's along the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay.
There's no one spot you can see the entire waterfall because it has cut a trench in the granite, and the river makes a 90-degree right turn, goes a good piece, probably 50 yards or so. Then it makes a 90-degree left turn and falls probably 40 feet.
Oh, wow.
Makes another 90-degree left turn and falls about 20 to 30 feet. Then it makes a 90-degree right turn, and that's the end of the waterfalls, the last big one. So it's an interesting falls. You can go up to the top of the falls. Yeah, it zigzags, and
like you need a drone to do that one.
Yeah, it's kind of against the rules to launch a drone in the parks.
Is it a national park?
It's the Great Smoky Mountains. It's I believe it's Pisgah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't pay much attention to that. It looks good, so I do videos and take pictures of it.
Feisty kitty. Good to see you.
That's cool, man, because I know a lot of parks. I think it's national parks. I don't know if it's the state parks. I guess it varies. It's got to be national. Where you got to get permits to film anything.
Well, now they've done that county also.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a crew that wants, I told you, for a Sundance Festival film, they had to go through a bunch of permitting, and they're using props, and they have to have a sheriff on site. But in general,
that's
because of that, because of that, within the past 2 weeks, they've deemed it countywide. Any filming in any of the parks, you have to be permitted. If you're filming your family or doing something, like within a group, or maybe taking pictures of trees and there's nobody in the background, that's okay. But any large camera equipment or drones are not
No,
allowed.
I'm talking about you're not allowed to film in national parks with a phone.
Well, yeah, it's not that extreme, but just for the fact
yes.
that the county came up with any kind
Like
of rules
unless
for
you have a
filming.
permit. You
Yeah.
have to, because of all the
Right.
YouTube and different social
Yeah.
media outlets that you can put that out there and you can potentially make money off of it, that they want their
They
little
want their
piece
little
of
piece
it.
of the pie.
Well, I make sure that I aim the camera away from people as much as possible. And the
Oh, yeah.
time of day I usually go is very few people. But, and along this trail, somebody can be 20, 30 foot in front of you and you will not see them if they don't make any sounds. It's like walking through a tunnel of foliage.
That's cool.
Grasshopper.
Yeah, this trail is probably the most different from the other trails that I've videoed and posted because it's not traveled very often, so it's mostly just roots and dirt and rocks.
You know, you hear about, like you just mentioned, a tunnel of foliage, and you hear that in some of the older Bigfoot stories where, you know, the guy finds a tunnel in the bushes and it's, you know, big enough for a Sasquatch to go through, but they don't know what it is, and you know, they come out and they're in this, you know, boneyard. Watch those tunnels in the woods. But that's the way they describe them, as tunnels. They're just like woven, and they would use them as throughways. Yeah.
I'll have it posted by the end of the week, and you can see how different that trail is.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
And the waterfall, I got at an angle so that you will be able to see two of the turns. Let's see your one. Yeah, two of the turns. And you just got to look close and know what you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely want to see that. He puts out some good stuff. I'm talking to her. It's like you're not there. Like, yeah, well, you know.
The biggest fun was it was foggy up there. I'd be driving along the parkway and not be able to see 30 foot in front of the truck, and then less than a tenth of a mile later, it was bright sunshine, just back and forth like that.
That's nerve-wracking driving, you know, especially if it's in like a hairpin or, you know, any place that follows a river, you know, it's gonna, or whatever. Alex, how are you?
If you miss the road, you're off the mountain.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, no.
Kind of ruins the day.
Thanks, Mr. Lee.
What's up, guys? He says he's sitting on new desktop, working on family archives. How you feeling, Alex? Tracy Dover, what's up? Keep missing people.
Me too. Then when I see him, you say hi. So. What's up, Lance?
So yeah, guys, I'm putting once again, can continue to put the link in chat. So if anybody else wants to join us,
Pyro,
feel free.
You missed it. Yes, we did. We just talked about
I thought Heidi might pop up.
Pyro, we did, and yeah, it's sad. You know, I like Joe's stuff. Joe's a good guy. Who knows? Maybe he'll do something in the future. I don't know. But I wish him the best of luck, and you know,
sure.
I hope his health improves. You know, take care of himself. That'd be awesome. Because if I ever go through Texas, damn right, I want to be like,
oh God,
Joe, what's up? Stopping by. Be like, who's this?
For sure.
Click.
I know, right? No.
Because sometimes you just got to either stop or just take a break.
But I don't know if people realize the extent of the amount of work it takes to really put together a half-hour clip of, these shows that
Oh,
people
yeah.
do, and the editing and just getting out there for the footage with the editing and the audio.
The editing is the
Yeah.
biggest part, but it's also that's the creative process.
True.
You can film everything a certain way and then put together, but it's put together in editing, and that's time consuming.
But the hours that you guys that have channels put into that work
And the creativity.
Yes. It goes unnoticed, I think, sometimes, as far as people look forward to the new content, and the new content is always there. It's just, it's very time consuming. That's why I said I'd never do it. I mean, not to be funny, but I absolutely applaud all of you guys that have shows, including you. I mean, you've been doing this twice a week for going on 4 years now. It's
Well, it's
definitely
Today I drove 3 hours to get there, and then I only videoed for about 2, and then 3 hours to drive home.
But was it worth it?
Absolutely. I mean, if I hadn't have done a single video, it was worth the hike. I enjoy the hike.
See, and that's my thing. I think that's a part of why I'll never consider, posting videos like that. Shoot, the couple of shorts I have on my channel, that was a lot. I'm just saying, I get out there and I'm in the woods or fishing or whatever I'm doing. I don't think of grabbing my phone.
The only time we'll grab the phone is like after we catch fish, just take a picture.
Well, yeah, and then you see the pictures and they're like real quick because we weren't ready to take a picture. Didn't have the phone in my hand. I'm fumbling around. It's just I'm caught up in the moment of being out there rather than filming and thinking.
I thought you guys would do a couple of sunsets after last week.
Oh no, we will.
Hello.
We will.
Hey.
It's so cloudy here lately.
Please say hi.
What's up, man?
I said hi.
It does take a lot to do content.
It does.
And, you do it for so many years. It does take a lot out of you. Especially, if your views are up and down and you get frustrated and you feel like you're going to let somebody down. There's always that one person that seems to nag you about stuff.
There's always one.
In 4 years, I've taken a couple days off. Not too many.
Yeah, it's important to at least take a break if you. And then if you get to a point, and you get to a point where it just I'm done. I need some time, man. Because some of these guys have done it for years. You imagine. I mean, we're talking hours and hours of editing and putting stuff together. It's not easy.
Well, when I first started, I was doing pre-recorded interviews, and the editing was the biggest pain in the ass. So I was
you see how long
this isn't what I really wanted to do to begin with. So that's why I started doing the lives.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'd rather do the lives. I help people do editing. I've done research for people, and I know what they go through. I watched a guy that does a lot of stuff for Telegram. He had to stop, and he'd been doing it for since it started. And he just finally said, dude, I'm done. It's just like, you can only say so much and do so much. And then you start feeling like after you get in there 10 years or so, it starts kind of feeling old, like you're not getting anywhere.
10 years that's forever on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lifetime.
Yeah, it is. And you figure how long YouTube's been around. I've been with YouTube ever since the beginning. Then I took a short break when I got married. Then when I got divorced, I kind of wandered back. So it's the same.
Well, it's also the travel time and the expense.
Yeah. The money.
You don't sometimes you don't think of the expense and add up that expense, but it does add up the little bits and pieces that you've contributed to the content, or even just a small thing is paying that extra for the upgraded StreamYard or whatever platform you're using.
Oh, no
It's
doubt.
it's an ongoing.
Oh yeah,
charge.
this whole, I mean, as far as like what YouTube, what I've made off of YouTube, I've put out that in 1 year just in StreamYard.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I know
Oh, yeah.
Gemma and a lot of the creators, well, YouTube, what, takes 40%?
Yeah, that's why I don't do super chats and all that stuff. Don't join my club. I don't have one.
No.
You know, I don't want your money.
See, but these content, but these guys that create content and does
Yes.
videos and stuff, they need that cash because, that's how they put it back into the stream and put it back into the editing software and stuff. So when YouTube kills you like that, man, it gets hard to do after a while. And it
Well,
got
yeah,
to
and
work
well,
over the
see,
years.
if someone in chat wants to donate money, they want you to have the money. They
Yeah.
don't want YouTube to take fucking 40% of it.
Right.
That's
you know?
why a lot of them now tell you to go to, Cash App or PayPal.
PayPal.
And that's what I
Yeah.
I don't even put it up anymore. I mean, but
I
that's
think
how I would
it's-
do it. Is, and anybody I helped in the past, I go through PayPal,
Right.
and
Well, so that's-
it always worked.
That's why when Gemma asked me to, hang out on her channel, I was going to start my own channel. And I'm like, I really don't want to, deal with all that crap. I really didn't want the cash. I don't, I'm fine. I'm not, rich, but I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. So I might as well just help her out while I'm at it and have a little fun while I do it.
And that's the only reason we did it, was to hang out with the people that we were already hanging out with, in the other chats before I started live. So I just gave you another place to hang out.
Yeah, well, that's why I started doing the Wednesday nights and the Saturday nights. Well, I used to do it Friday and Saturday night, do Midnight Child. It was because of you. Because I thought, well, I can fill in the days that Moggs don't do it. Because even if you don't think I'm here, you're in the background. I listen to you. I'm there every night. Listening, you're always on either one of my screens, Thursday and Wednesday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sorry, I get mixed up.
Hell, I get mixed up on the
You can
days.
watch me on Wednesday too.
Right.
But yeah, and I've always enjoyed that because I like the fact people come in. Just you don't have to always talk about the paranormal or Squatch. It's just have a
Half the time we don't. More than half the time we
More
don't.
than half the time.
Yeah,
I can only tell my story so many times, and
I've
Yeah,
told
that's why.
mine.
But that's why I put the link in chat so anybody else can tell their story, or
Right.
So
come and hang out.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that close yet to letting people hang out. I'm still getting used to because I do it by myself.
I know.
At least you got Stevie, and
Oh,
it's
no,
like
I'm
I didn't always.
I know, but still,
I
I
don't do
mean,
anything. I really don't.
I've
but
had
see, it's nice to have
Stevie
that.
and Iron Dog have been co-hosts, and all the other time was
By yourself.
solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's nice.
Yeah. No, it's nice
To have somebody to talk, to banter back and forth with. And,
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, because there's time in my chat when I feel like I'm the only one there. There's like 20 people in chat or 10 people in chat, and nobody's talking. I'm doing all the talking. It's like I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I do that enough as it is.
I love listening to you say goodbye. It takes you 10 minutes.
It does.
I learned that from Gemma, from her rambling. at
You're
the end
just
of her
like-
videos.
Thanking everybody, bless everybody, blah, blah, blah. I just want to thank everybody. You just repeat yourself like, dude.
It's good.
I'm
It's-
watching that.
It's like you don't know where the offering is.
People start coming in too, and it's like I feel bad.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. And I look and I go, oh, great timing. We're done. Because there are those people that pop in like 5 minutes before it's over.
Always. And you I feel bad because it's it's nighttime. I do those late streams, and sometimes we're the only ones up, and then you feel bad because I got to get up out of the chair because I don't sit for very long as it is. So when I get out, when I'm done with the stream, you should see me. I'm like,
Oh, no,
all over the house.
I can't
So-
get up out of the chair after all that long.
Yeah.
It takes me forever to get up. But no, I get it. Sitting here, you see me, I'm fidgety, I wiggle.
Fidgety, yeah. And I rock, so it's like I'm fighting not to see her do this.
I move around a lot too. I'm like leaning
Yeah.
in,
You get antsy. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been that
Yeah.
way.
Ghost, Mr. Lee wants to know where's your channel.
Oh, I'm with Gemma on Gemma Jade's channel. Where's your? I thought I had your chat in here. So just look up Gemma Jade. I would put a link in there, but I don't have your chat on for some reason. It won't show up in my screen because I know how to do YouTube and you at the same time.
Grass said, I got tired of the same interviews over and over. Nothing new to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's why, there is only so much you can talk about unless somebody makes some amazing discovery. And, we're just going to talk about everyday shit.
Yes. And you hear the same stuff over and over again.
I was listening to a narrated channel today, and they started with this story, and I'm like, oh, I like this story. I know this story. And they only got to a certain point, and they ended it. Like, that was the whole story. But that was, like, just the beginning of the story, and if you knew the whole story. I was like, how could they end it there? It was just they used it as a short story. They used part of it. I was like, wait, what? It's just, I don't know.
Nostalgic Pod Blast, the cool shirt, Ghost.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, put it in general,
It's good.
Hi, Chance.
Thanks. I love my shirt. I get all by myself.
He's like, I'm by myself.
To me.
No, I just wanted to see the shirt.
Yeah. Actually, it's like I got on one day with this shirt, and then the next day I got on, I was trolling YouTube, and like 3 other people had the same shirt on. I'm like, cool. Everybody went to Target and got this shirt.
I was gonna say.
That's funny. I have to go back sometimes and look at previous shows to see what I wore the last time, so I don't repeat and wear the same again.
Because I don't have all the suits I used to wear when I was a manager for Bonanza. So now I have to go back and the Friday streams to make sure I don't repeat ties and the 3 shirts.
I just go back and check the color of the bandana.
He's always asking me, what color did I wear last show? I'm like, I don't know.
It's usually Tuesdays and I forget what Thursday. That was 4 days ago.
That's
Thursday to Tuesday.
That's hilarious. It's like I only got like 3 hats. So I hate wearing hats, but I do wear them because you get greasy hair and I work all the time all day long. So it's like I come here and I just throw a hat on.
See,
so
I'm not I can't stand hats, but at work I wear a hat.
I can wear hats. I can.
I mean, it's got a small brim on it, but it's I want my ears covered. I want because I'm in the sun all day. So
see, I like my long hair, but all those years in restaurant business kind of painted me a little bit from and so now it's like summer comes, it's an automatic reaction to cut the hair.
I just
when I was a printer, when I was a screen printer, man, my hair was like down to here. It was the longest I ever had it. Everybody called me Stevie Seagal, and I hated it because I'd ponytail it because I didn't want to get caught in press.
All right, Chance, it's Mogion Monster.
Oh yeah, now we can tell
He just said it. He said I still can't pronounce Mogalala.
No, because they don't. I don't get where they get the "gi" out of it, but I didn't create the word.
No,
but it's Mogion.
Mogion. That's how you say it.
Yon. That's how you say it.
It's Mogion. Mogion Monster is the Bigfoot of the Mogion Red in Arizona.
I've always been pronouncing it wrong the whole time.
Well, we've shortened it over the years of Mogs or Mogs.
Yeah, everybody just called it because Mogion. I never, dude. When I got into the YouTube thing, I didn't think of everybody if they wanted to type, don't want to say hi, they had to type my whole name, and it was so long, and I'm like, oops. But but it stuck, and then it got shortened to Moog. So,
and Grasshopper said Spanish pronunciation.
The double L's is a y sound. like in the Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
But,
makes
yeah,
sense.
you know, Chance says Mongolian.
Mongolian beef.
So many people are Mongolian.
That's
It's
what
like,
I
dude,
said the one time. I
what's
was like,
funny
oh,
is-
Mongolian monster. And I'm like, wait a minute. That don't sound... Even
If
after I
I-
said that, I was like, that's wrong.
If I'm in chat and I say hi to somebody and then they spell it wrong, they say hi to me next, and they spell it wrong. It's like, dude, it's right in front of you. How can you spell it wrong?
Saying it
Yeah,
wrong is
if
one
you
thing.
notice,
Yeah.
I'm watching chat, so I make sure I don't screw up anybody's name.
Saying it wrong is one thing, but when you spell it wrong after you just saw it in chat, that's,
And it's right there in your face. Yeah.
that's funny. Now watch. Anybody that ever chats with you, they're gonna make sure.
Now they're gonna be checking
Yeah.
every time they type this.
Right.
Oh, did I say Moggs right?
Susie says, Mr. Mogs,
Mogs, Mogs, everybody pronounces it
Mr.
differently.
Lee, Mogi.
Mogi. Yeah.
I like that. Mogi.
Hey, it could have been worse. He could have called me Momo.
Well, yeah, no.
When Sean G was on, and you'd come into the room, there was a guy that used to call you Mogi,
Moglion.
and I can't remember his name.
I don't remember.
I don't either. I mean, I don't even know if he's even still around anymore.
Petrivon says, I thought Mogs was a wrestler with that name. Then I figured it out. How you doing, Patrick?
Hello.
Miss Steele must be having some serious weather.
She says, wow, I love this 100-degree weather.
Oh, it's fun.
Said no one ever.
Ever.
I don't know. Arizona, when it was 110 and then it dropped down to 100, it was pretty good.
Now, when I was talking to Ryan earlier, when we were streaming earlier today, and I told him before stream, I go, yeah, but I mean, I know 112 degrees in Arizona is hot. I get that. That's hotter than Ohio. But the difference is your heat's dry. You come here and stand outside for 5 seconds, and you're already soaking wet.
And that's it. That's because, dude, I lived in Arizona for 12 years, so I get it. You know, hot. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. But it's more tolerable in Arizona than here because it's not as oppressive.
Humidity, yeah, oppressive.
As long as you stay hydrated, it's tolerable.
Yeah, and it's tolerable too. It's like I was outside today, and I wasn't out there 10 minutes, and I walked in. My dad goes, "What'd you do? Turn the hose on yourself?" That's how soaked I was because it was so humid. It literally sucks it right out.
Whereas dry heat, hell, it's just hot.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too.
The
Well, when it's
69 on the mountain today was it had to be 100% humidity because
wow.
I was burning up at 69 degrees.
I pour sweat in the middle of a snowstorm. I sweat easy.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Me too.
Shovel the driveway out in 0-degree weather, and then you come in and you're like, you got a coat and you're soaked from sweating. I was out there last year shoveling snow in shorts, and Dad's goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "It's a lot. This is what I come in. I'm comfortable. I'm not all nasty." But see, I'm one of those people who walk around in the snow barefoot. I hung around with my ex too long. She's barefoot all the time.
Sharon Guy, good to see you.
I've done that a few times back in my young girl ages, walk around the snow. But I mean, I'm talking, I grew up in DC, around outside DC, so we didn't get snow that often.
Often.
Yeah, no, just a couple times a year, if that.
What kills me is she drove barefoot, and I just don't know how she ever does that. She still does it, and I'm like, I can't do that.
I guess if you get used to it enough.
Yeah. She always said it was the hick in her. So
A friend of mine used to ride his motorcycle year round, and he only wore sandals.
oh,
You know, now that I think about it, my mom hardly ever wore shoes. She hardly ever. I mean,
really?
yeah. I
I
could.
try to avoid it, but not. I wear like clogs, like a croc or a sandal.
Right.
It's Florida. What do you want? Yeah, I only put on boots when it's time to get into the woods, you know, or if we know we're going to be fishing in like really grassy areas.
Right.
Because I
It's
don't.
tennis shoes. I'm always, if I have to wear something, it's got to be tennis shoes. I can't even wear dress shoes anymore. I put on a pair of dress shoes and they're like, get these off my feet.
No, I've always wore boots, like a work boot. I have tennis shoes.
See, now you sound like my pop. That's all he wears is boots. Even to this day, boots.
For 10 years in Arizona, I was wearing this brand called Original SWAT, and it's a combat boot.
Yeah.
But it was so light and so, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like $120 for a pair of boots.
Oh.
But in 10 years, I went through 8 of them, 8 pairs.
That's because you wore them
That's
out.
how hard I was on them.
Yeah. And that's a good shoe. To me, I wear a shoe until it literally falls apart. So
I did.
Clothing optional.
So now it's like I'm wearing a different pair than I've been wearing for a while, but they're not the same. I gotta I'm gonna try to order a pair online because I miss those boots. It was like putting on a pair of slippers.
Oh, really?
There's no break in, it was amazing.
That sounds comfortable. Now, see, I always said once you find a shoe that you like, you always stay with it. That's like somebody kept telling me, you're old enough now, Steve, to be wearing what are those? They call them dad shoes. The new
New Balance.
New Balance, yeah. They said they're the most comfortable shoe you could ever wear.
I have a New Balance somewhere around here.
You
Do
do.
you really? Everybody's
Yeah.
like, go get a pair. You might like them. I'm like, okay. But I haven't yet.
Growing up, I was in the Reeboks, the high tops.
I wore my Converse. I had my Converse.
That's what
Yeah.
she's wearing.
That's what I
That's
got
what
right
Stevie's
now.
wearing right now.
I had my Converse.
I have my white ones or
Yeah,
tan,
Just like in
white.
The
white.
Sandlot, the movie Sandlot.
Yeah.
The kid
Killing
brought his
yourselves.
Converse. That's what I started wearing them was in baseball, and I just never took them off.
Converse All Stars high tops
Yeah.
to play basketball in.
Yeah. I had those too.
What they call what was the?
These are the mid-rise, I think.
Yeah, but who was the coach that they named them after?
Chuck
Chuck
Taylor.
Taylor.
Chuck
Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylors, yeah.
That's the one.
Were you an athlete, Mons?
No.
No, silly.
Basketball? Question mark. Did you play basketball?
No, in high school, I played 1 year of when I was a kid, I played soccer, so I ended up playing 1 year in high school soccer, but that was about it.
I was in the 8th grade. I played varsity basketball for not even the beginning of the season.
Really?
I busted my collarbone, and they wanted me to take the bench and keep score and do all the stats. And I was like,
Right.
no, if I couldn't play, I didn't want to be a part of it.
That Mom and Dad put me in Little League Baseball because I was such a spaz. They had to keep me busy.
Well, we used to play softball on Sundays. Everybody from the neighborhood. That doesn't
That's
count.
cool.
Yeah, we'd go to a local elementary school and hang out over there for a couple hours.
Everything in the neighborhood was stickball or football in the middle of the street.
Kickball too.
Car.
Hit car.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we had this one lady come down and she go, "No, you make sure you yell that at least before I get to the beginning of the street." And I'm like, she goes, "I don't want you in my way." But yeah. No, we actually I live right next. I'm in the house I grew up in, so we live 3 houses away from the cemetery. Oh, it drove the adults nuts when we started playing Ghost in the Graveyard.
Ah,
The adults were like, "You should be doing this," and it's like John gave us the okay, so we would literally play Ghost in the Graveyard.
Right place.
right?
Yeah, it's a perfect place to play Ghost in the Graveyard.
Karen, how are you?
That is the place. to
Susie,
play.
take care. Good to
In
see
the
you.
graveyard.
It was started off
I
as
mean-
a kid's band.
If you're going to play basketball, you play it on a basketball court. Why not play Ghost in a graveyard?
Yeah, no doubt.
Do it.
Susie, good night. It's good to see you, hon.
Good night. Oh yeah, I'm just cool.
Hey, Karen. Good to see you.
Parkas. That's all I wear. Best shoes ever. I have bunions and they are wide enough so in the two-toe box I'm super comfy. Right on.
There you go.
When I was in middle school, I think I wore hush puppies. Remember the old hush puppies?
Black.
Oh yeah.
Suede hush puppies.
Yeah.
I think one of my older brothers had a pair.
They
that
like
he
Buster
wore.
Browns or
Kind
what?
of, yeah.
Buster Browns, yeah.
Yeah.
Those stores disappeared fast, didn't they?
Right?
What was that?
Buster Brown stores. They disappeared. Like when they disappeared, and then they became those Save-A-Lot shoes. Or
I don't know that I don't know if I ever shopped in a Buster Brown.
they were usually in the mall.
In the mall, Springfield
Yeah.
Mall, when I was growing up. Yeah.
In the mall.
I saw one in a strip mall one time, but that was it.
Yeah, they did the strip mall thing too. But they weren't. I mean, they weren't like everywhere. It was just you'd have to go. Like we had 3 malls here, and it was only like in one of the malls.
I would see them advertised on television all the time, but I never saw a store.
Our fried nipples a thing.
But the one,
Miss Dill. I miss Miss Dill.
I thought my folks were bad, and I sit here and listen to you guys all night. I'm like, you guys are a lot better than my crowd. Now my people are a lot of my people tell me, "Oh, you're what I go to sleep to."
That's such a compliment, right?
That's fine with me. I'm still getting a view.
I've actually heard other people say that to narrators, and I often think that is that a compliment? I mean, it is, but
Yeah.
You lull me to sleep, you know?
yes, in
That compliment is a lot of people don't sleep, so
Because like at night, I don't get
that's a compliment.
I was gonna say I don't care if I've heard the story before. But if I'm ready to go to bed, it's like I just that background noise.
Noise. Yeah.
Patrick said we used to play chase in the graveyard. Then we wound up all being chased out.
We
I
played
just,
yard for a long time until one of the kids saw something, and they pretty much ended it. He had everybody all freaked out. I was like, I saw a ghost. I mean, it was a fresh grave too, so there's a big chance he might have saw somebody, wandering around for a little bit before they moved on. He was, and talking about somebody that was white as a ghost. This kid was white as a ghost. He would come running around the corner because I'm done, I'm out, and everybody's like, "What's wrong?" Over there, and then he'd just go over there, and he ran, and everybody followed. And we never played anymore after that.
We used to walk through cemeteries when I was a kid, just check
I
them
got
out.
to the cemetery still to this day because the river's down there. The old Tangy's right up behind it. So we'd go down there and go fishing and play.
Last time I did that was about a year ago. I camped and there was a cemetery right up the road, and I just drove in. That's where I saw that turtle. Remember that tortoise? That was. I kept seeing holes in these big ditches, like next to tombstones, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" It almost looked like, is it something digging its way out, or is something digging in? And then finally, I walked around enough. I caught up with it. It was a very large
Looking for grubs and stuff. Yeah.
and was tunneling his way through. That was his home.
Robert Dendubin, what's up? He says, I have fallen asleep while listening to this show. Not the show's fault. I was just tired. It happens just as often on other channels, too.
It does too.
Well.
I've done that before so many times, but a few times wondering if I accidentally hit something in chat.
You wake up and you're on the phone and you're like, "Did I type something?"
I've seen guests fall asleep.
Oh, yes.
We have had guests fall asleep on this show.
Absolutely.
I take it as a compliment if somebody uses my material to go to sleep by, because it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yes,
Yeah.
in your case, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. No doubt. I don't mind it. Like I said, I'm streaming like at one. No, I think the longest we went was till 5:15. And that's because me and Edna were still just talking, and people were just hanging out, listening to us talk and making fun of each other, having fun. And I was like, oh, I'm going to leave. And next thing I know, it'd be 3:30. Oh, I'm going to sign off. Next thing I know, it's 4:30. And then it finally was 4:45, and I was like, I got to go.
Gotta go to work, guys.
Well, so I work here at home with Dad, so.
Karen, that sucks that you lost everything in your freezer.
Oh no.
Bummers.
She says, hi. Sorry I haven't responded. Had to sterilize myself. Had to empty a freezer in the carport that the electricity went out on. I just didn't know when. Found out when I opened it.
Oh
Oh no.
Things that make you go.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh
Oof. Sorry.
Nothing than that smell, too. The smell of money, gross money going to waste. Money going to waste grossly, as I should say.
She said she triple bagged everything.
That's
yeah. But I tend to think that still doesn't help.
The thing is, the coons are going to smell it still. If you 5-bagged it, the coons are going to smell it 50 blocks away. It was bad. Oh, man. Yeah, that's it.
Patrick says I did a Bigfoot investigation in and around an old graveyard way out in the woods. It was creepy. I don't mind Bigfoot showing up, but I don't do spirits. See, that doesn't
Bigfoot's a
bother
little
me.
more tangible than a.
I've dealt with
Spirits
so
don't bother me.
much paranormal
And I've
and
never had a Bigfoot experience. So.
yeah. I think
But I've had enough.
So that's my thing. I see more of that stuff than I would. I mean, I'm
Well, yeah.
Grassman a couple times and creepy stuff, but I see the things that follow people. So it's going to be creepy no matter what I see. So
Yeah, that's a weird. Why does that sound so familiar? That I've seen that
what?
in a show or a movie or something
really,
where somebody could see what was following other people, like the what the hell was it?
I've never seen it. If
Unless
you
it was
find
just
out,
something
remember what it is,
Dead
oh
Like
my God.
Me. No, that show Dead Like Me, where every time someone died, these
Oh, but they were reapers though.
reapers would show
Yeah,
up.
they were reapers though.
Oh, we were watching that show. What was that last show we were watching where they were the small town where everybody was psychic? Where
Oh, it was Jupiter, Texas, something Texas.
yeah, that guy, the one guy. Every time somebody would pass, or he'd walk into the room, and any spirits nearby, he'd be able to.
That's what
see.
it was.
Yeah,
I knew it. Yes.
that's the
How
name of
was
the
it?
show.
Oh,
Can't remember
shit.
the damn name. It was True Blood's creator.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the show.
Something Texas. I
Yes.
forgot.
Huh. If you find it, let me know because yeah, that's what I do. It's what I mean, amongst the other crazy stuff I see, that's the main thing. Is ever since I was 5, that's what I see is the things that follow people. Not everybody, but I've sat and watched streamers and want to say, "Hey, do you know there's something standing behind you?" A number of times, it's like, do I say something? Do I not say something? Leave me.
Now, what are you seeing exactly? Attachments?
I always tell people I see 3 things. I see what they call human spirits, a loved one, or even somebody that's mad at somebody and didn't let go of the anger after they left. And it's like they hang on that person. They follow them around. The good part, and then I've seen the good human spirits where it's like you can tell this person is following this person, they're protecting them, they're, like a guardian. And then the second thing I see is either angelic or demonic. And you can tell the angelic ones usually, even in shadow, they put off this real kind of warming, kind, caring, caressing vibe. I actually tell the story a lot. There's this older couple I see all the time in Kroger's. They got to be about my dad's age, late 80s, early 90s. They're still married after all these years. They still hold hands. They push the cart together. and it looks like an angel that's literally got its wings wrapped around him while they walk the store. I see it every time. I even make it a point to say hello to them and ask how they're doing.
Midnight Texas.
That's it.
Midnight Texas.
Midnight Texas.
That's the name of the show.
It was only from 2017 to 2018, but it's interesting.
The one character, the main character, his family. He comes from a long line of gypsies.
Gypsies, yeah.
And they're all psychic. And so what got me thinking is when he said about anytime there's something that somebody has passed, that spirit, he recognizes it right away. He can communicate with it. Sometimes it embodies him for a moment until he kicks it out. But yeah,
like I said, on the demonic thing, it's usually the demonic shadows I see hanging on people. They're literally hanging on them. I was in a store once. These two guys walked in, and this one had one on his shoulder, and it looked like it was talking in his ear. I could actually see it, like whispering stuff in his ear. The guy was rude. He was mean. Anybody that came close to him, he'd call them names.
Wow.
And then the third thing I see, I don't understand. Me and Gemma trying to figure it out. I don't pick up anything from them. They just come off as weird. They're usually like almost a human shadow, but they put nothing off. She thinks it might be something interdimensional or alien-like, and I don't know what they are, but they're kind of creepy. It's more creepy than the demonic stuff I've seen.
you know.
When I really noticed it was like when I was 5 in kindergarten, the second day of kindergarten. All these little shadows were following around. There was like 4 kids they followed around the whole time on the playground. I even watched them get on the bus with them. But one kid ended up passing, and the other kid ended up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. But the other kids, I don't know if anything ever happened to them.
Wow.
Grasshopper was asking about Dead Like Me. I've got a Fire Stick, and you can watch most of the series there. I think it's Freevee.
Oh, it was a great show until toward the end there. Then it kind of faltered a little bit, like most of them do.
Chan says that would freak me out of 10 years growth. Seeing something like that in kindergarten.
Right?
But yeah, that's what. Yeah, you had somebody on here. It was a couple weeks ago. They weren't getting very good internet, so I don't remember the name, but they had somebody standing by them the whole time they were on.
Really?
They were glitching.
Was it Lance? Because Lance is having trouble.
Yeah, actually, that was the first name I thought. Because
I was thinking Murray was.
No,
last time.
Murray didn't really have.
It was one of the people that I've seen on here before, but they come and go so much, and I'm still learning names. Usually, I'm just listening.
Stands out as Lance because he kept having trouble. Every time he'd go off, he'd come back. He'd go off.
Yeah, it was that was it.
Yes.
Lance.
Okay, yeah, that's what they were doing. They kept coming back and forth like they did the other night. I think that he was doing that Thursday night when he was on.
Yes. And he did it the night before that it happened.
But it was a couple of weeks ago. Then there was something standing by that. Now, it's hard when I see stuff like in a picture or on the web. It's hard to tell if they're good. I mean, it didn't come off as somebody. It just looked like somebody was just standing there watching. And it was just a dark shadow. It didn't come off as bad or anything. Maybe he had somebody that was checking on him.
I had that happen.
No, I don't. But the funny thing is with her, it's like I was joking about her turning the candle on. I think it is her.
That turns the candle on?
You said you had that light candle that kept coming on and off.
It's still on. It goes on every day.
It's on right now.
I think it's her. I think she does it in moods and stuff. Like Gemma does that stuff too. She actually blew up a microwave. Seriously, she actually blew up my.
You're not supposed to put metal in those things.
No.
But yeah, but it doesn't surprise me. A lot of people have that. You know, they don't understand that if they're in high anxiety or in good mood, sometimes that will cause it. It's just a matter of what they're putting out.
I'm trying to think what time it was. It was 7:30. What was? Oh, I was on my way to take a nap. I literally was. I think
It's
I was.
either that or somebody comes in and visits you, or you got a faulty switch somewhere.
Well,
I think something turns
there's
on
a frequency somewhere nearby.
that goes on the same time
possible.
every
Have
night
you
somewhere.
tried your remotes? Or somebody using a remote? Because that happens with my one lights. I have lights, and sometimes my son will turn his remote on and change channels, and my lights start to flicker.
No, I don't know what it is.
That's wild.
It'll be off by 2:00 in the morning sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, I've waken up at 4:30. Came out to the living room and it's on, and then go
The
to
other
use the
night it was
bathroom,
off at
come back
1:30.
and it's off. Yeah,
But it goes on usually around the same time.
within an hour's
Really?
time, 7:30 to 8:30 at night. Yeah, it was odd because it was 7:30 from the start. It would come on 7:30, 7:35.
So there's a time frame it comes on and off.
Yes. Then time changed. It's daylight saving time, and it actually stayed the same. It didn't change with the time change, so it stayed the same. It was an hour off. It went to 8:30. So, but tonight was the first night that he's noticed,
That it
or
was
either
on
of
at
us noticed that.
7:30.
Yes, it was on at 7:30.
I haven't watched it yet, Mr. Lee. He says, has anyone watched The Last
It
of
was
Us?
all right. It was all right. I wasn't that impressed.
I don't think we've really been watching a whole lot of TV this past week.
No.
No. We actually went out yesterday, checked out a new park near us. Marsh Memorial, I believe is the name of it.
A little disappointing.
It
I mean,
was-
it's good for
It was
boat
marshy.
launch, but
We found a good kayak launch for a different
Oh, nice.
well, for our lake, actually.
it's not for our lake.
I thought that was I thought that hooked. Oh no, that's right.
Nope,
You're
that's
right.
Yale Lake.
I saw our lake
Or
coming
Lake
back.
Yale,
That's
whatever.
what it was. Lake Yale. So a different
There's
lake.
so many lakes here, dude.
We
We live
live
in
in-
Lake County.
Yeah, we live in Lake
Lake
County. There's
It's like
there's
going up
no-
to Wisconsin and Minnesota. I mean,
Minnesota.
it's like every couple miles there's a lake.
Well, Minnesota's the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yep, it is.
And bird size mosquitoes.
That
pterodactyl. Pterodactyl size.
And I would tell people I'd go somewhere, the mosquitoes don't bite me because when they bite me, they fly away like this.
I am a magnet for mosquitoes. Hell, I got bit at work this morning. I was joking around, saying, "Is West now considered workman's comp?" I work in a park. Yeah, I mean, I walked out to check the ball machine. I come back and 3 bites, 2 on my arm, 1 on my leg. I'm like,
You sound like my dad. He just walks outside and they like,
yep, that's me.
and they're going to be bad this year too
Something's been
because
biting me lately.
I gotta find my swatter. I do. That time of year. I have one of those. I have one of those It looks like a tennis racket.
It's
It's a
got the
zapper.
zapper in it.
Those things work big time. I mean,
Really? I'm going to get
last
him.
time I really used it was, I believe, LBL, the June bugs.
Oh, there was something else.
And it was, I don't know.
It was
what
almost like a mayfly hatch.
That's
They-
what it. Yeah,
They look like mayflies.
that's what it was. It was Mayflies.
But it was in
They were in the pop up.
August or September. When was it?
It was early September.
Early September.
And I know I went to go to bed and the light was on and there was so many of them in there.
Oh my God.
I think Muggs and Barry Bronner was there. They're outside the pop-up camper and all you hear is zzz, zzz, zzz,
She's just swatting away at these things.
I mean, I think I drew the batteries pretty much
Oh,
dead
that's right.
from zapping all the bugs I did.
Danny says mosquitoes don't like me. Too much alcohol in the blood.
Muggs, read Miss Deals. I don't know if you want to put it up, but read it.
Well, now he's gonna put it up.
Bigfoot's ding dong touching fireweed equals hot squatch crotch. Miss Dill, have you been drinking?
I was gonna say she's in a good mood tonight. I love it. I wish you would come on and hang out with us. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here for
Seeing your ass.
No, you don't have to go anywhere.
Ghost, it was nice to talk to you without having to type forever.
Right?
Right?
Mobs and Stevie B lets me be lazy and talk instead of type on my phone.
Hey,
It's easier.
it's a lot
Oh, yeah.
easier.
My problem
That's why I use voice message. I don't even like type anymore. I'm just like,
that's what Gemma does. I never get a real. If she's texting me, it's probably because she doesn't feel like talking. But majority of the texts I get from her are voice texts.
Well, it's funny because I prefer voice messages like that, but for the longest time, the phone that I had wouldn't allow it.
Oh,
So
really?
then I get a phone that it works the way it should, and I forget sometimes now. But
You can do it.
yeah, that I can do it. But for the most part, I think the only time I really type is when I'm in the office and there's people around me. One
No, I
person
use-
in particular. I just don't like people hearing my business, so
Yeah.
I'll type
But my
that.
problem is I don't mind using it, but it's like in chat. There are times I have a hard time talking as it is because of the Tourette's. So I can only imagine, getting a couple of voice texts. She says she has to use the translator thing at the bottom, where it puts it in what you said in type
Yeah.
too. And I
Voice-
go, yeah,
voice to text.
yeah, and she says it's even harder to read, to understand you.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that because I've done that once. I went to leave a message for somebody, a coworker at work, and it was a contractor. And I was driving up the road on my way home, and I'm doing voice to text, and hit send, not thinking. And what came out on that message was very sexually explicit, and I didn't say it. I didn't think it. Oh my God, I think for months after that I was teased, and it was just funny as hell. God, I remember that.
But
From
it
that
is
day
embarrassing,
on,
but it's funny as shit.
it really is. It's funny as fuck. I died laughing, and since then learned my lesson. Don't do it, and if I do, I'm studying every word that came up on the screen.
Embarrassing.
Because that was just raw. That's all I can. Only word I could use to describe it was
that bad. Huh?
yeah, it was.
That is-
There's not much that embarrasses me.
Well, I
It
can
really-
imagine what some of the
But
people
you
I
made the
do-
contractor
that made. I was embarrassed. I didn't even want to walk back in the office the next day. Yes. It was bad.
Hi, Frank.
Walking there, sitting like this all day.
It's like, and all I hear is him laughing, walking by my desk.
Constantly holding contracts in your face, whatever. Yeah.
Worst part about it is his girlfriend worked in the office too, and couldn't tell her because she was truly, truly the jealous type. It's a shame that we
Apparently
couldn't
so is
share that.
Patrick. He says, I'm jealous, Steve.
Oh. It was funny. No, it was a shame that we couldn't share that with her because it was, God, it was funny as fuck.
Well, yeah, and
You wouldn't have thought so.
autocorrect is just as bad. It is. That's true.
Yeah.
North Woods. It's just as bad. I hate
Auto incorrect.
Auto incorrect? Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Ryan must have went in hiding. We've been picking on
He
him.
split off too. I figured he'd pop on or something.
He gets some wandering around. He's like a little lost Wendigo. He just kind of wanders off every so often.
When did he take on the Wendigo thing? For the longest time, he was in the Dogman.
I'm thinking now a few months now. It had been because when I met him, that's what made me start talking to him was the Wendigo Skinwalker thing. Because I got tired of everybody saying, "Oh, that's a Wendigo. Oh, that's a."
I'm tired of hearing everybody say it's a Skinwalker.
Yeah, I'm so sick of it, and it's like, get it
Well,
right.
I just don't think that
The original origin,
the Skinwalker was a Navajo.
yes.
Yeah, it's stick with mountains.
And-
I was told. He
It's a
told me it
Navajo
was
thing.
around
And
the
it is a Navajo. And they usually Skinwalkers only bother Navajo or Native
Right.
American.
Oh, they're natives.
Yeah,
So for everybody to be
Everything.
everything a skinwalker, it's like I don't.
Oh, I watch these top 10s and it makes me so mad. It's like, come on, get it right. At least do your research. That night, they already cracked me up because even if it's a little boy ghost, everything's a little girl ghost. And I hate that. It drives me nuts too. Oh, that ghost is a little kid. It's evil. Oh. And you hear that. I see that all the freaking time too. Antlers is a great movie. If you haven't seen Antlers, check it out.
No, I haven't. I've heard about it though.
Yeah, it's really good. I was really impressed. That was one of those movies I was like, go watch it. I'm going, okay. And I was like, holy crap, this is actually really good.
Why
It's
is
like-
Chance winning Three Dog Night in chat?
Say that again.
Chance, he's giving words to Three Dog Night. Jeremiah was a
Oh,
bullfrog.
Jeremiah was a bull.
Oh, he was a good friend of mine.
Never said a single word.
Couldn't
Hey,
understand.
that's a
him.
good comic.
Did you always drink his wine?
in the Wendigo comics?
What else?
Yeah, now we've compared them. What would a Wendigo?
West Winnebago.
There you go.
Alright.
Wendigo and Wendigo.
What's up, Roger? Good to see you.
We said if a Skinwalker, we were trying to think of a name. If a Skinwalker mated with a Wendigo, what would it be? And I kept telling him it'd be a Windy Walker.
Windy
Yeah,
Walker.
it's not
I
terrible.
mean, that's the best way you can put them together. I mean,
Windwalker.
Skin go? No.
there, Skingo.
Skin to go?
Skindigo.
Skin to go.
There
There you go.
That actually is not bad. I think somebody actually said a couple of them, and I'm like, those aren't bad either. Skindigo, Skindio. The Windskin. A skin work.
So now they chime in when it comes to stupid names.
Windskin.
Yeah.
Hey Roger, how you doing?
Hey, Val. Good to see you.
Val. Roger. Sharon Guy, I don't think I said hello. How you doing, Sharon?
I missed a lot.
Patrick says, and I know it's going to Skin to go. He said, isn't that a circumcision?
That's funny. All the things I could say now, but I'm not going to get anybody in trouble. Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is an 18 over show.
Oh yeah.
They
Say what
do.
you want.
Icon, how's it going?
Say what you want. Apologize later.
Yeah. It's funny because I keep getting yellow Dolans, yellow marks, and I go and fight them before she even sees them. And it's like, why did I get one in the first place? I'm streaming in the middle of the night. There's hardly anybody in my chat. And I know I didn't say anything. So
What are they dinging you for?
they never told me. I could never figure it out. But as soon as I request a redo,
They just
to go back and look at it, it goes back to green.
Huh.
But it's funny because somebody told me it might be something in chat. Somebody said something in chat because they say
Or
if you notice
comments.
that when you do a live stream and the chat doesn't show up when you do the replay later, if the chat's not there, it seems to take a few hours.
Sure.
I've even seen where the chat never shows up until the next day. It's because they're scanning chat.
they're reviewing it.
Yeah, they're not reviewing the stream; they're reviewing the chat.
Wow. And see, and that's kind of cruddy because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
control what people write,
Um,
and
but
and things are taken out of context all the time.
oh yeah,
I mean, hell,
Icon.
we've done that. We've done that. Talking and having guests on, talking, and then reading something in chat and thinking I'm knowing what's going on in the conversation. And,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes that's hard to keep up, but I that's real shitty if they ding people for chat.
I don't know which I like best, your shades or your shirt. I just got that. They don't have like on StreamYard, they don't have like a dark background. Like you can make everything a night background. So that
No.
brightness on my face, after a while, my eyes start to go nuts. So I had to do something. So I just started wearing the glasses.
I like the yellow frames. I mean, as far as seeing, I had a pair. They ended up in your lake.
Yo, lenses.
In the lake.
The yellow lenses. They're good for driving, I think.
Yeah, I use them usually for.
When did you which
You
like,
lost my pair in your lake. Those were mine that you dropped when you first came over here to work at in Tavares.
oh, I didn't know.
Those were mine. Yeah, I did.
It was your fault.
They were my glasses.
So that's
I
two
bought-
pair of sunglasses that Lake took
That
from
was
me.
the pair that I bought on the way to Arizona.
Well, somewhere in a
With Jay
pond,
Fritz. Yeah.
somewhere in a pond, a fish is wearing my glasses.
Well,
Because I
somewhere in
actually
the
lost a
lake,
pair
two
of
fish.
glasses in a pond. Somebody goes, I'm going to go fishing one day and pull up Mr. Limpet, wearing the glasses.
This
Chance says I'm a pot smoker, so I could use them shades. That's what Vizine's for.
yes.
Oh, I have special ones for that. They're already red.
Speaking of glasses, I wear glasses for distance. I'm nearsighted. I have transitional lenses. I got the 2-for-1 deal, so I broke the first pair, broke the second pair with the transitional lenses, and he fixed them for me. I got to wearing them for a couple months, got my eyes readjusted, and just like 2 weeks ago, in the house, 3 weeks probably by now, in the house, I'm just buzzing around doing stuff around the house. I remember leaning over and my glasses fell off my head, but they landed somewhere safe. So I was like, all right, for a second, they're fine where they are. I got distracted, and 3 weeks later, I get a message today with he said, I forget what you said.
We were talking in chat, and then she thanked me for something. So the next time I text her, I said, "Now you can
really thank me." And
I put her glasses on, took a picture.
Yeah, I was like,
because she couldn't find it for weeks, and it's like,
I mean, we went up to Alabama, took that whole trip. I didn't have my glasses with me.
Yeah, I wear glasses too.
I think it's gone on for so long now, weeks now, that my eyes have adjusted almost, not all the way, but better to not having them. So now that I have them, I got to get used
to.
Yeah,
my regular glasses I can't wear anymore. They give me a headache, so I've been wearing these anyways.
Yeah,
so, and I only wear them when like I'm on stream or driving.
I bought a pair of those those kind of lenses on my way to, I think we were on our way to Arkansas at that point. Jay Fritz and I were driving, and I didn't have, glasses to see far. So I bought those to drive at night, and oh man,
well, these are prescription. I asked, because do you make those in prescription?
Oh, right on.
And they were like, yeah, we can do that. Because they're safety lenses too, so I could actually go to the range with them too.
Very cool.
Miss Dill says that Cynthia Cox, you are my number one and only fan, but do not stalk me because I need my sleep.
Cynthia says, Miss Dill, you got it.
Besides, I'm not sharing the bushes outside her window.
Oh.
I get the ladder. You're not fighting over the ladder, are you?
Let's see.
So I was looking up to see where I could watch that movie Antlers, and it looks like everywhere you have to pay for it, except for FX Now, free with cable TV, which we do not have. We stream.
You don't have HBO Max?
Yeah, no.
It was on there.
Yeah, no, it doesn't list it.
We have Showtime and stuff like that, but not
Amazon Prime, all that fun stuff, but
no. I have to order it.
$3.49 to watch it.
Castle Dude, what's happening, man?
That's not.
Hey, Castle Dude.
I just saw you. Castle Dude, I just saw you recently on
Heidi's.
It was Heidi.
Yes,
yeah.
Heidi Pops.
Yeah. It was good to see you.
Sandra Piper, good to see you.
Hey,
Hon.
Sandra. Hope you're doing well.
I was going to say, how you doing?
Paramount Plus is cool. No.
Yeah, we've got that too. We've
that?
been watching Paramount Plus. That comes with Prime.
I don't know what we have. I just
Just watch movies.
Watch.
I just know it's there.
I can find a weather channel. I'm good.
My problem is it's still whatever you turn on, it's like an hour just trying to decide what you're in the mood for.
Yes,
And then
there's so
sometimes
much.
even longer. You spend more time looking for a movie you
It's
want
like,
to watch.
yeah, it's like getting
choices.
stuck watching shorts.
Oh, God.
Well, that's really easy to do too. I find that same problem on Facebook. You get to watching shorts or on YouTube, and next thing you
Before
know,
you know it, an
like,
hour's
hour's
gone by.
and you're like,
Yes.
"What the hell?"
Yes.
Mr. Fritz.
His ears must have been burning. How you doing, Jay?
How was it?
I told you, it sounds like an elevator. You've landed on your floor. You've arrived to your floor. Envision the doors opening up.
Did he go to the basement or to the top penthouse?
Always to the top.
Why do I keep getting off on the 13th floor?
Oh, where do you know? When there is none.
Yeah, they usually go from 12 to 14.
14. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're still. I always tell people, you're still on the 13th floor, right?
Right. Fly by Stu. How you doing, Stu? Stu said, I just got 2 new pairs of glasses and I wanted them lenses. They refused.
Really?
I guess it all depends on where you go.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem. I went to Lens Crafters. I paid a little extra for it, but I wasn't going to worry about it. I mean,
Chances movie theaters are dying. Why spend $75 for a family of 4 for one movie when you can stream 10,000 movies for $17 a month?
Yeah.
Where are you going that a family can see a movie for $75?
Shit, we went.
Well, we went to a movie that I free tickets and we spent how much just on
like $50
on
just
food.
just on the munchies.
popcorn
Nothing.
and drinks. That's it.
Well, you know,
Oh, God.
here they actually charge you where you want your seat. Say you want a seat in the
Yeah,
middle,
like you're on a flight.
they charge you extra. I mean, you have
Yeah.
to pay for that seat.
Yep.
If you want a seat in the back, in the middle,
Yes.
like we like to sit at the very top, right in the middle, right underneath the projector. It was like $20.
Yep.
And I'm like, what?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
All
It's like-
three of you. Was the movie worth what you paid, though?
Well, the movie wasn't terrible, and it was, like I said, free tickets.
It was
That was
Godzilla.
that Violent Night that
Yes.
came out last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
but
the one I
still,
said was-
to pay per that seat just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it used to be all one price. Why all of a sudden is it? I'd be like going to the drive-in and paying for the best speaker, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, do you guys still have drive-ins down there?
I don't know that
There's one.
is
There's
there?
one out in Pinellas County, I believe,
Yeah, we still have
out
one
towards
too.
Tampa. Around, yeah, somewhere. I'm not sure, Zellwood maybe, or out that way.
Really?
There is one still. They do flea market there on Sundays.
Yeah, they all do. That's how they make up their business all year
Yes.
round. Is they do the flea markets on the weekend.
Yeah,
Last time I was at a
Huge
drive-in
flea
was it was either in Wisconsin or Minnesota.
I grew up to the neighborhood I grew up in. The entrance to my neighborhood, the drive-in was to the right. So
Oh,
you
really?
ran the street, the road, Ladson Lane leading into my neighborhood, that whole road, that side to the right was the drive-in theater. The one screen faced the highway, the other screen faced my neighborhood. So we could sit up on the top of the trailers in the 55 and plus section, which was in the front of the park. We could sneak up there on top of the trailer. And last movie I saw up there was Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Right on.
That's
Yeah.
the way to watch it.
Yeah.
Because even then, you were able to use the radio station to listen to the movie.
Yeah, it would. I mean, it was such a big drive-in, and it was the only one on Route 1 at the
So
time.
you could hear it anyway.
Oh yeah, you didn't need a speaker. You could just, as long as everybody was pretty quiet for the most part. You know, just not hooping and hollering. You could hear real well. You could hear it in stereo.
You see, we were raised going to the drive-in. You know,
Oh, me too. I said this before. My dad used to take us. Him and my mom split up. He would come and get us on the weekends. Friday night, we would go from DC to Baltimore and hit the drive-in. And the movies we watched were horror flicks every time. And I was young. I was young and I hated it. I was terrified sitting in the back seat watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think one of the first ones I saw was it Dawn of the Dead? You know, the originals. Yeah, I still to this day I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. We went and saw Chainsaw Massacre at the drive-in, and at the end of the night, when everybody was leaving, they had this guy running through the parking lot with a chainsaw, all dressed up like him. Man, people were freaking out.
Oh wow! One of the best.
I wouldn't want that job.
One of the best times I've ever had was my oldest daughter and her best friend. No, it was actually my stepdaughter. The three of us went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios here in Florida, and first time ever going, first house that I ever went into was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That house. We go through the house and they let in maybe a dozen people at a time. And you're going through the house and it's like an obstacle mode. For those of you that have never been in one, those horror houses, it led us to the outside. And I noticed that there was no one behind us and there really wasn't anybody in front of us. And the girls were in front of me and we were celebrating like their 16th or 17th birthday. And I noticed nobody's around. We step outside and it's like we just stepped into the set of the movie in the yard. You see the clothesline with the sheets and, you know, the light behind it. And yeah, I'm looking and I see the fence and the outline of the property. And I'm like, oh shit, this is cool. And they're probably a good 50 feet ahead of me. As I'm watching them, I see the guy coming from the left he's getting ready to go through the sheet that's hanging on the clothesline. They're oblivious. They're all, you know, kind of arm in arm and walking all nervous like. And
here it comes.
As soon as he got close to the clothesline from behind, he ripped that chainsaw and they freaked out. And he chased them. I was dying, but it was like I was in the movie.
You were spectating.
Yeah, watching
Leatherface.
I mean, it was crazy. It was so cool. Wow. They ultimately it scared them so much they were huddled by the fence and like screaming and laughing. I'm dying, but it felt like I stepped right into the movie set. It was very cool. Keeping you up?
Yeah. Sorry.
But no, I think it's the startle factor too. I hate that scare tactic. You know, I just can't stand being startled.
And what sucks is you always know it's coming.
You know
it's coming.
Oh, and that's the worst part because you're waiting.
You're still scared shitless.
Yes.
And then it catches you off guard because you're so intense.
Shut up, Jay.
I lived a horror movie.
Jay says I was in a car with
3 solid nights. Hey, how you doing, Chance?
Hey,
what's going on?
Didn't plan on coming on, but you're talking about Halloween Horror Nights. I love it. I've been there a couple times to Orlando, but it's been a few
I went every year. I went every year until I think I really started having a problem with my feet. And, you know, my health went bad there for a while. But yeah, I think I did like 7-8 years straight, every house, and we would use my disability, if you want to say, to get to the front of the lines every time.
I know what we're doing this year.
You know, what you do, you use it.
I love that stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, if see, there's a trick, and I probably shouldn't say this online. I don't know if it's okay.
Don't do it.
No, it's just all you had to do was go to guest services and explain to them that I had trouble standing in long lines.
Actually, I had to do that at Kings Island one time.
It was so true. I wasn't making it up at all. I didn't make it up at all. It was hard for me to stand in lines, as I'm sure it is now, for a certain extent of time. And I've said it that.
Yeah, but now you just have to walk up, and you're like.
Yeah, now it's very obvious. It's very evident. But yeah, I just go to guest services when we first arrive. They give you a pass. You go to each ride, and you go to the queue. you'd get a specific time, so it was like having an appointment.
Right.
So we would map it out to where we'd get there at the beginning of when they opened the gates for the Halloween horror for the evening. By the time they were closing their doors, we had hit all, was it 10, 12 houses, whatever.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we were able to get through all of them. And it was like shoo, shoo, going from one end of the park to the other. But if you mapped it out right, it was, you know,
perfect.
pretty
Yeah, if you did it right. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
you
where
could get
is
it all
this?
done. Oh, Universal Studios.
See, I've never been to Universal.
Oh, we've got to go.
We
gotta
used to go to the Cedar Point Hollow Fest up at Cedar Point there.
Cedar
Cleveland.
Point.
Ohio?
Yeah. Have you ever? And Cedar Point, Kings Island does one too.
Busch Gardens actually does one too, and I've been to that one, but it doesn't hold a stick to. I mean, it's Universal Studios, so they do basically the movie
What
sets.
they do.
Yeah, they do the movie sets, and I actually
That would be cool though.
my boss's brother works for it. That's what he does. He engineers putting together those productions for the houses. Yeah,
My cousin's involved somehow
Yes.
with that, I'm sure.
and I think we found that they know each other.
Yeah, I think we
Yes.
did, as a matter of fact. That's
Yes.
right.
We
Good
did.
night, Miss Dill.
Yep. Good night, Miss Deal.
She says, like, share, and sub. Or don't.
We're going.
Whatever.
We're done.
Take care, Miss Dill.
Good
Thank
night,
you so
Miss
much
Dill.
for everything. We love you.
Indeed. Hey, Icon. Good to see you.
For the petrified pickle. Oh, wow.
But
Do
yeah,
you
for
remember-
somebody. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead. I talk too much.
I know that's what you're here for. You go, please.
Well, did you go in, I think it was 2016 at the Halloween Horror Nights, they had a Halloween 2 haunted house with Michael Myers, like 15 Michael Myers coming
Yes.
at you at once.
Yes. Yes.
And they had a Walking Dead haunted house.
There would
I
be
was
about 12 by the
best-
time I got
Yes.
out there.
I'm sorry.
There'd be like 12 left by the time I got out there.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
don't
They're not allowed to touch you, and you're not as well. They're
Yeah.
not
I
supposed
know,
to.
I'm just kidding.
They're not supposed to. But I think that was the thing. If I go in there now, they'll stay away from me. They won't get near me. They won't get close.
But those chainsaws scare the heck out of me.
Yeah, well, they do the street ones too, where you're just walking from one house to another, and you go down what they make into an alleyway. But the Walking Dead one was cool. That was I remember that. I saw the RV, and they had the car, and I just mentioned this the other day to him. The car where they wrote the message to what's her name, the girl that got lost. That's when they found the farm. That part of the series.
She thinks everybody's seen
He
it.
knows he was in it.
No, I know, but Jim
First
might have
second
never
part.
watched it.
But yeah, no, the alleyways and the streets, that's just as scary, if not worse than the houses, because they come out of nowhere. You know, you walk through and you're thinking you're just going along to the next house, and all of a sudden you hear chainsaws just come out the side, or people jump out at you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go and check
Well,
that
that's
out.
like the Cedar
Oh
Point.
no, you
one.
would. You'd have a good time.
That's like the Cedar Point one. You just go from ride to ride. They don't. I mean, they have haunted houses, but most of the time, a lot of people are just running around, going to the rides and stuff.
Isn't Cedar Point like
Just come out
right
of
on the lake?
nowhere. Huh?
Isn't Cedar Point like right on the lake?
Yes, it's right on Lake Erie. Yeah.
We went to that circus last year. It was a paranormal circus. I forget the actual name of it.
My sister went to one and said it was just a trip.
It was a trip.
Yeah, we had a good time, but
We
they
did.
they kind of set it up like there's a little
Like-
maze you got to walk through to get
Like
into
a house,
it.
like one
Right.
of those houses, but like a low scale one. It was more like you said, a maze, kind of walking
Yeah.
through the halls and.
But it was
such.
it was a fun outing. I mean, they did it under a big top. You know,
Oh, it was cool.
They did. They had these masks on, the neon masks. They were wearing neon masks through the whole show.
Oh, they had different. It was
there was so many different.
yeah, it was so many
Things
different
going on.
themes and so much
Wow.
going on, and yeah,
What the hell was the name of that?
I can't remember now.
Cirque.
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
That was fun.
My great memory of names.
I'm just like, I get on stream and I just like my mind goes blank. You see me all the time going, well, what was that again for now? Just like me trying to leave.
Rex Goodrum, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Stevie, do you remember that clown mascot at Halloween Horror Nights? It was a lady clown named Chance, and my name's Chance. And I met her, and she put her fingers through my hair, and she's like, "Nice to meet you." And she did this crazy voice. She was really scary, and that was the whole point.
I remember that one. I remember the clown, the male clown. I forget. I think it was just a universal theme. One year, it was actually the theme of the whole season, I think. But it was a freaky demon clown that ran around. I remember it was tall too, super tall. So I'm pretty sure they were on stilts. But yeah, clowns.
That year,
What's that clown's name from
Anyways,
Homie the clown.
Penny? That's it. Pennywise. Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Sorry.
We don't play that.
Oh, we don't play that. Pennywise.
Pennywise. No, it wasn't Pennywise. It was something else, but it was a real freaky clown.
That's shame it wasn't the clowns from outer space. Killer clowns from outer space.
Killer clowns.
Miss Mill says, Miss Dell says, Cynthia Cox, cover your nips, girl. I just, I just read them.
Just read them.
Whether I
Flag
should or
nip comment cracked me up earlier. Oh my gosh.
no, but Harold says I punched a werewolf in my first haunted house. Not for scaring me, but for grabbing me by the neck in the dark.
Actually,
I would have too
right.
for that.
It's
Yeah.
Paranormal Cirque was the name of the show we went to.
That's right.
It was kind of a Cirque du Soleil type
Yeah, that's what they went to too.
Halloween Horror Nights kind of. Yeah, it was kind of cultish parts of it,
In a way.
But it was comedy. It was.
So you guys were at a ritual and didn't even know it.
I don't pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they made money off it too at the same time.
We went on a cruise, Royal Caribbean. First, we went to Disney for the Not So Scary Halloween and got a ton of candy. Went on a cruise and then hit Universal. It was like a whirlwind vacation back that fall of 2016. Then we went back the next year. I need to go back, man. Universal was probably my favorite, even better than the cruise. Anyway.
I got to get in touch with my cousin. He works for Universal. He did a lot of the Harry Potter stuff when they did Diagon Alley. And they were going to, I don't know if they're still going to do something in China, in Beijing. But he went over there to check out, the location and whatnot. But I've never, hung out with him here in Florida. He was always into movies and stuff when he was a kid.
That was
Actually,
the entrance.
What she went to.
That was the entrance of
day.
the Paranormal Circus.
Yeah, it looks like the pictures they had taken. Almost
Yeah,
like the same.
it was cool.
It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Mr. Lee says, I have been to Universal Studios in Florida many years ago.
Cool, dude.
So I've never been to any of those. Just good old Kings Island and Cedar Point.
No, I did Disney, and then back in the day we did Epcot when that was a thing. It's even still there.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
They
get
do a
hammered.
lot.
Booze all around the world. Yeah.
Yes.
You can get hammered, man.
Booze all around the
Well,
world.
they have food too. They
Oh,
have one where they do
well,
the
they had
food.
It's probably
Fantasy
so
Island,
expensive
or
now.
they had this island that was all bars. That was awesome.
Oh, that was Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island. That was-
Disney World is so much better than Disneyland in California. It's not even funny.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
would figure the one in California would be better.
No, because they have like the Hollywood Land, and they have now the Star Wars stuff, and the Indiana Jones with the boulder,
Right.
like the whole theatrical thing, and it's just wicked awesome.
That's son wants to go just for that.
So the clown that I was talking about, it was the year 2001, I think. It was Jack the Clown. It was Universal's version of Killer Clown, I guess, but that thing was creepy as hell. Look,
I gotta look
Have you ever
that
seen the
up.
movie Stitches?
Picture.
Stitches.
I think that's about a clown. I started to watch it one night and I'm like, nah, I think I'm done with the clown thing.
I don't think I would purposely watch a
look at
movie
this.
about a clown.
Look at this thing. Let me see. Can you see
Oh,
that?
dude, that's kind of creepy.
Oh,
God.
The
Well,
horns are on.
let's see if we can.
Oh wow, that's it. Good.
That is
Sound like-
kind of creepy.
Yeah, and he was everywhere, chasing
Oh,
everybody, and
Mm.
they had it where you could take pictures with him. But yeah, that I remember that year. It was
So that's
kinda
like the clown from Terrifier.
Hopefully he's in prison these days.
A year or two before I moved out of South Carolina, there was some people dressed up as clowns just jumping out of the woods at random, and it lasted for 2 or 3 weeks. And then on the call-in radio program, people were starting to say that they were worried about the safety of their kids, and they were arming themselves, and the clowns disappeared.
Yeah, you would think, because I would kick the shit out of a clown if it jumped
That
out.
went on for a while in a lot of places there in that one time frame. And then everybody said, if you notice, it wasn't much after that, they came out with the new It. So everybody was trying to tie it in. That originally started out as a promo for It, and then people just went and took it too far.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
one
look who showed up. It's Noelle, that girl I was talking about with y'all last time.
So one of the scary houses that they had, which I thought was fucking awesome, was from the movie The Strangers. Do you remember that movie where
Where they come and knock on the door and then they harass
they
them all.
terrorize? Yeah, they terrorize the couple in the cabin in the middle of nowhere and
Yeah.
all through the night, and they make it through the night, but they don't make it in the end. Sorry,
Right.
spoiler alert, but
I was just going to watch that too.
well, no, that walking into that house was walking into the set. I mean, it was literally walking into the set, and
Oh, jeez.
I remember trying to take a picture with the 3 characters that were terrorizing, and back, I think it was early 2000s, so there really wasn't good nighttime cell phone pictures, So yeah, but
You know, it'd been
the
cool.
characters are so realistic from the movies.
Really.
It's just awesome.
You've seen the movie Vacancy then, where they rent the hotel room and they make the
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. Don't be funny.
Miss Dill says, I am knitting nipple koozies. 1999. Cynthia Cox get the first pair for free.
No, it should have been buy one, get one free. Sorry.
That's either some big nips or some really small yarn.
That's hilarious. That's so bad.
Running around with yarmulkes. Never mind.
Nip yarmulke.
Oh Lord.
Oi, such a thing.
See what you did, Dill. Man,
Killing me. You're killing me.
killing me,
You're giving
small.
me a brain tumor.
Harold says, before Universal Studios, my Uncle Joe was a record distributor for Sun Records and the Louisiana Hayride coordinator. Right on.
That's
Oh, wow.
very cool.
Sun Records, huh?
Jim's still giggling.
It's hilarious. Miss Steele is hilarious.
Oh, I didn't know she could knit.
Learn something new every day, don't you?
Put one around my yoo-hoo.
That was my coffee. Oh,
Oh,
Oh, that's hilarious.
boy.
My face is turned red.
Sorry.
That was just too good. Too good.
Yeah, what about that lady from Total Recall that had the extra one?
Cynthia,
He had six.
still, can I
He had
model?
six.
Can I model them?
Mr. Lee, what about the ladies with the third nipple?
There's
Yeah.
buy two, get one free.
I do get one free.
Moggs, I run across that bit of trivia the other day. 1 in 18 people have a third nip.
I have a friend that grew up
1
with
in 18.
he had a third nipple.
Wow.
The James Bond villain did in Man with the Golden Gun and
Yeah.
Mallrats. One of the
Yeah.
girls from Three's Company.
Yep.
Terry who played Terry. She played a character.
Janet
What was her name? Not Jane Lee Harrison, the one
No.
after
or
that
Suzanne
played Terry the
something.
nurse. Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, the other roommate. Yeah.
She was in Mallrats with three nipples, playing like
Yes.
a
Actually, she eats it at the end of after the session. She takes it off and eats it.
That's it. That's it.
Roger Blair says, now I got to watch Total Recall.
Now, don't watch the remake. It does show up, I believe, in the remake, but it's a lot better in the original. You see, you obviously already had to catch his breath.
Yeah, man, I'm laughing my ass off. Sorry.
Icon
My eyes
says,
are watering. It's like,
Icon says, okay, just checked. It's a mole. For anybody just coming into the show,
sorry.
you got to scroll back.
You got-
You gotta
You
scroll
scroll
back.
way back.
It gets better when you scroll back.
It goes away.
Mr. Lee says, my pug dog had an extra nipple. Just saying. Six-toed cat, too. What does that mean?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Danny says, wow.
That sums it up.
Wow. Yeah, it does. That's funny.
Uh,
Well, it's 5 minutes till 11.
is it?
Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Or
I got 10 minutes.
tonight flew by.
Oh, how is that even possible? See,
Yeah, it did. It went fast.
time flies when you're having fun.
Indeed.
And see, I didn't say goodbye 6 times either.
Not yet.
Not yet. The night's still young. You got 7 minutes.
We'll
He
wait.
said you fell asleep to me the other night.
Start now. No, I'm glad you came and hung out.
I'm glad.
It's good to hear you talking. I don't get to hear you talk much when you're on with Gemma, and I get that. But
She's the
And you're
real
only
one
this
who's
big. I
involved.
mean, you know.
yeah, you're always that tiny.
I'm just taking the list. That's why. Yeah, I mean, when she's on a roll, it's hard to get anything in, anyways. Because she is kind of focused when she does the cards, and I've interrupted her a couple of times. She gives me that look, that real serious. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get my shank out if you don't shut up.
Oh God, she's killing me.
Cynthia says, the best laughs I have for a long time. Thank you guys so much.
I was gonna say either
Tune in Thursday. It gets worse.
she'll be back or we'll never see her again. And that's cool, very cool.
Traumatized.
Oh, they had me going
Laughing at
one
what
night.
Dill wrote. Read.
They had me going one night when I was streaming. I think it was like a Saturday night. I left. My face literally hurt from laughing so hard.
Miss Still says, sorry, Mobs. Yeah, right. Suck a nip.
There's your shirt. I suck nip.
Just to make sure everybody is clear, we are definitely pro nip.
Nobody wants to know what those crocheted nip protectors look like.
And will they be available on Amazon?
Everybody now looking on Amazon. Where there's that? Where there's that?
Where can I buy this?
Buy one, get one.
Amazon sells chocolates in the shape of a anal orifice.
Oh God.
They do. I didn't believe it. And somebody showed me, and they've got it.
Who's buying that?
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
So I guess if you put one of those next to like a bunch of little Hershey Kisses, it would look funny.
You know, there's a term for everything.
Y'all are killing me.
Actually, it sounds like something they sell on Temu.
Timu.
Get your chocolate anuses here.
Mr. Lee, people talk, I listen. That's what I do.
You got chocolate anuses and a bag of dicks.
Microwave nips.
Take a pic.
Nip koozies. Nip koozies. That's just too funny.
The sad thing is, there's somebody out there going, I heard that on that show. I got to find these things.
No, that's a good idea.
Somebody's Googling as we speak.
Yeah.
Trademark. Yeah. I'll steal it.
Do they come with or without the tassels?
They're extra. You have to pay extra.
And that's the little tab from the Hershey Kiss,
It comes unraveled.
Recycle. That's it. We repurpose around here.
Eat enough of them, you'll make a tassel.
I think she said going off the rail.
Right.
You're supposed to be rail. You started it, Miss Dill.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
But anyway.
All I can think now is Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey Russell. You know my name is Russell, don't you? Used to be Tipsy Russell.
true story.
Quit drinking.
That's good.
Oh, you guys, thanks for the laugh.
Yeah.
I needed it.
Miss Dill, you're in rare form. Thank you, hon.
Miss Dill's
In
amazing.
rare form.
I love her.
It always makes it special when they're in those rare forms.
She's always good with, with posting the link, but saying something whimsical or whatever funny beforehand. But tonight it's just like
She was on fire.
she goes, going off the chocolate nip dicks. Love it.
Oh, God.
Somebody's going, can they say this? Mr. Lee knows it's medication time.
It's beyond that now.
Wherever you are. No, there might be some therapy involved here.
I was just going to say, it's beyond that.
It's great that all of us in all these different places can come together and laugh at common items.
Oh, absolutely.
No doubt.
Miss Still says, I need help.
I think we all do.
Oh, we all do in one form or another. I can guarantee
That's
that.
why we can sit here and laugh at it.
Right.
Oh,
Mr. Lee, thank you for posting everybody's links.
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you.
No, I have to thank him because I tried it last show, and let me tell you, I do appreciate him more now
Mr. Lee.
than ever.
Danny says, yeah, Mr. Lee, how many more treatments before you're a full male?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, ding.
Oh, oh.
He said good one.
Kneecap.
No, that. I just kicked him in the shins and walked away.
Really?
It's like a Jeff Galooly.
Yeah.
Tanya Harding. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Nobody remembers or cares, but last time I hit the wrong button and I didn't mean to leave abruptly. I was on y'all's panel and I was trying to close out YouTube so there was no echo, and I hit the StreamYard thing. I felt bad. I'm like, I don't think I just took off. Yeah, nobody remembers.
Nobody remembers.
How you doing? She says, "Ha, y'all been hilarious tonight. Much love. Much love to
Good
you."
to see you, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Judy,
Hello,
Judy,
Judy.
Judy.
That's my mom's name, Judy, but with an I. All right, Judy.
Still sounds the same.
Yep.
It kind of does.
Anyway. Well, we're close enough to 2 hours. I think ending it with a stitch on my side is okay.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow I'll be like, "Man, why does my face hurt?"
You know, I just realized, I'm getting better if I did all this laughing and it really wasn't bothering me that much.
Yeah, that's good.
Her rib has been messed
A
up.
month ago, I would have been
I
dying.
got
got
the sneeze and laughing.
it hurts. I know it hurts.
I got the hiccups yesterday, and that was worse.
Oh,
than
no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Shut the hell up. It wasn't funny.
He laughed at you.
Yes. That gasp for air. That was not fun.
May I
Miss
make a
Deal
request?
gets the Moz Award for comedy tonight.
Mhm.
May I make a quick request? Can somebody link Mr. Lee Ghost? Ghost is a YouTube. Do you have a YouTube? I mean, you
No,
must. Yeah.
It's Gemma Jade.
Jimmy Jade.
Gemma Jade.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for
Gemma
that.
Jade Paranormal at YouTube.
Ghost, can you write something in chat real quick, and I'll just pick up the link from there?
Oh yeah, I can actually do that.
Thank
I'll just
you.
put, if it will let me, I'll just put it in chat. I
He
was
was
still do it, I think, as an unwrenched person. One sec.
He's so entertaining. I want to keep up with him and see what he's got going on.
Who's that?
Oh, thank you, Danny Staten. He says he's going to send it to me.
Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we pop over there every once in a while and chat.
They came in and picked on me Wednesday.
Mr. Lee says, "I can't find it."
I'll get it. It just takes me a lot longer.
Sharon says, "Cool show tonight, Moses and Stevie." Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
I did.
Sometimes they turn out all right.
They do.
Once in a blue moon. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then.
Wouldn't let me.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do Wednesdays and Saturday nights. And then I'm with her on Tuesday, or me and Ryan for right now on Tuesday for Tuesday Talk. We've been talking about cryptids. And Gemma's usually there, but her little one's on school break now, so she won't join us until she figures out stuff for the summer. Hopefully she'll be back. But yeah, I'm on Wednesday nights at midnight, and then I do what they call Gemma's replays on Saturday, where I play one of her older videos, and then we just wrap it. We either talk about the video or bull crap like we're doing right now. So
All right. Stevie posted the link in chat.
thank you.
Thank you,
We're going
Stevie.
very
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You rock. I'm going to go right there.
Then
All
she
right,
does
guys.
oracles on Friday, so I'm in my little box in the corner where I'm supposed to be, like a good little dragon.
So she's a blabbermouth? You don't get a word in edgewise?
Other than calling names, that's me on Fridays. I just sit and call names. But I'm here Friday, like I said, Wednesday. I mean, Wednesday and Saturdays I'm here, and then Tuesdays.
Yeah, definitely check it out, guys.
Yes.
I
Hey,
just
Judy, how you doing, hon?
Anything I'm kidding about him saying goodbye, you got to go check it out.
I do. I say it like I say hello like 6 times too. Everybody says, "Man, you say hello to everybody." It's bad enough you do it in chat because I don't know why, but it's a habit. Every time I'm in chat, I got to say hi to everybody that comes in. It's just,
Well, I do it too.
and then I do it, and it's even funnier because I'll say it. It's like 6 times. Beginning of stream. Oh, I'm just here by myself, so just bear with me. But I do take a long time saying goodbye.
I laughed my ass off the other night. It was just so drawn out. I was like, wait, didn't you just say that? Stevie, come check this out.
I get the dab in between too. Somebody will distract me and I'll start talking.
Ghost, do you collect comic books?
Yes, and in fact, I had quite a few. I had my dad's, but
Wow.
Wow.
I go through chemo and I had to sell a lot of my collectibles.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Eh,
For medical
At least
bills?
it's something I can
Yeah.
get back later. It was just material stuff. It actually saved my butt because some of them were worth some money. So I even had, extra over money to not only pay for the chemo, but to live on for a while. So
Well, good for you, and prayers for your dad.
yeah, Pop, now he's still around. He's 91. He was kind of mad I had to, but he was like, his birthday was Monday.
Oh,
So,
happy
but
belated.
yeah, he wasn't too happy I had to sell him, but I went to
Was there
it's
A
expensive.
Fantastic Four issue 5 in there, first Doctor Doom by chance?
No, actually, a lot of the ones that were worth money was his Red Riders and his cowboy comic books. He had a couple of John Wayne comic books that were like one or two of these.
Danny Staten, listen up. That's all the stuff he's got.
Yeah, really.
He's
Yeah,
been giving it away. He's been giving them away.
yeah, he had all that stuff. And then a lot of my, I had gone to Japan when I was 12, and I got a bunch of Godzilla stuff. Well, it turns out later on it was worth a lot of money, so a lot of that helped pay for it too. So I ended up selling a lot of my Godzilla stuff.
I'm so glad your dad's still with us. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was the one who went through chemo, man. That guy, he kicks my butt. But yeah, he's round. He had all his military stuff too. But he had like some of the first Sergeant Rocks and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Danny says can't take him with you.
Yep, you can't. So,
Yep.
I wanted to survive. So it paid for my chemo. I couldn't complain. And it's stuff that I can get back later, I'm sure. It was like I had to do something and I had to do it fast. I have kids. I didn't want to leave my kids behind. And the ex-wife was doing enough as it was. I didn't want to leave her do anymore. So I did what I had to.
Priorities. Yeah.
Regrets.
Hey, at least you had that insurance
Yeah.
to do that,
Yeah. Because insurance didn't cover crap.
Well, you know what I mean. The
Yeah.
comic
Oh,
books
yeah.
were
I
insurance.
got lucky is what happened. This is
Yeah,
what
The market was red hot probably when you sold, because now it's kind of softened. And
Yeah,
this
it actually was right before the X-Men debacle, what I call the X-Men debacle, where it all went down the hill when they put out 15 books of the same of different covers, but the first number one. Remember that the X-Men ones they did, and it was you put them together. I think they flooded the market with that stuff,
and the COVID money too, because there were
Yeah.
a lot of buying. They're trying to wrap the show, and we're just
we're talking.
We better. We'll talk about it.
See, here I am saying goodbye now.
Turn into a geek comic book show.
I got nowhere to be.
I know.
On
I'm
the,
already
on,
home.
the sub, on the subject of you can't take it with you, it's a little dark humor, but I've never seen a hearse with a U-Haul behind it.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
never seen a hearse with a trailer hitch.
Nope. We'll let you go. I'm ready to go.
All right, guys.
It's actually raining.
Is it?
Yeah,
I guess it is.
there is.
Started to rain.
Sorry.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Go Dragon.
thanks,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Jim.
you.
Jim, thank you.
Jim,
Ghost Dragon.
Chance, it's always a pleasure.
Come back again.
Likewise, thank
Cool
you.
hanging out. Very cool
Okay,
hanging out.
always a pleasure. I'll just show myself out. See y'all next
I'm
time.
doing the
Thank you,
same.
Chance. Good
Right,
to see
dude.
you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Jim,
Oh,
I
well,
didn't have to touch a button.
I didn't do a thing.
I thought about it, but I didn't do it.
Can't do it if I wanted to.
Guys,
Yes,
thank
you
you
did.
so much for hanging out tonight. I hope you guys had a good time.
It was very cool.
Yeah, that was a quick 2 hours. That was
Unbelievable.
fun. I really enjoyed that.
Me too. I needed that. Thank you guys. Dill, hilarious as
Love you,
ever.
Dill.
Love you.
And we love you all, man. Don't
All the
don't,
mods. Thank you. Posting links. I realized last show. Yeah.
So if you guys
I
did
do
enjoy it
appreciate
tonight, please hit that like button, show some love. If you're
Comment.
new, subscribe, share it out, and comment. We love the comments. We will be back on Thursday night, same time, same channel.
Indeed.
So you guys take care. Have a wonderful night. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Peace and God bless.